When you are young, maybe there are so many interesting things. You want to explore the world, experience this and that, and learn. So, one after the other, you may move on. Different subject, different events, and so on and so forth. I'm an old man at the age 70. But when you get old, the time becomes more precious. In my case, I have developed the habit of meditating every morning and evening. Everyone's different, but the point is whether meditation or not. Even just sitting quietly, have a moment, have a time for 10 minutes, even 5 minutes of calm and quiet time could be good. And if we do it every day, it's even better. Of course, many things happen in life, so we may be busy, but the repetition is the mother of success. If practice in the right manner, in a diligent manner, it develops a good habit, and that may form a certain good habit to drive a good result. So, this started to happen at, I think I was age 52. I started to monitor how long I sit. Again, it doesn't have to be meditation, but in my case, I developed the habit of monitoring the time I sit, even 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I try to make it more than 10 minutes every time I sit. So I write the time start, time ended meditation, the total time I sat. Also, I wrote how the quality of the meditation, how quiet my mind was. So you may have some kind of symbol to indicate done well or not so well, because your mind may be jumping all over and you're not quite clear to settle your mind. So you can monitor the time and the quality of your meditation and have some comment. I also put a little mark, black dot, when the day was a little bit turbulent, or my mind emotion is turbulent. So I put a little black dot, and the dot could be bigger when I see the impact was big and I couldn't handle the situation well. So you can monitor that along with the other things I talked about. And there may be some lessons learned of the day. It's like a journey. You may make a little note. It could be one line and some plan of action or something to consider. At older age, I start to monitor whatever the interesting things to monitor. Sometimes it could be a blood pressure if everything is under control. Or sometimes I monitor the time of swimming, how many laps and how long it takes to go over. So it's kind of interesting to see the trend. So that's the kind of a rhythm, the habit. If you have this habit, you have almost a certain discipline in your journey of life. And every month, 3 months, whatever the frequency, I reflect it. I call it the life profile. Certain key major items that I want to monitor, which I discussed in the other video, life profile, so that I monitor the quality of the work, how satisfied I am, the hobby, the relationship, health, financial situation, and how truthful I live my day, or the period, not 3 months, whatever it is. So that's another level of the cycle that I developed. And again, that is to reinforce the good discipline of a reflection, having a quiet time to bring out the insight. And as if looking into the mirror, we can go through how things have changed over time. And I've been doing it for almost 20 years. There are perhaps many different ways, but at least in my case, I found this meaningful. And I contrast this to what we do at work too. Again, in the other video, I talked about the mini company where each person is viewed as the president of his area of responsibility, all the way at the top, middle management, to the shop floor. And I encourage people to feel that's the area of your responsibility, that mini company, that you want to have the mission, customer orientation, know who are the customers and suppliers, internal or external to the organization, and develop the objectives, key performance measures, and the plan to achieve that over time. And then develop a plan and execute the plan and go through the cycle of review, as in the case of monthly review or even to the point of writing an annual report. So the idea that I mentioned about this, having a quiet and calm time to reflect individually, can be also practiced in the work setting. And I think everybody can do that in the work setting. Of course, you can do it for the purpose of the hobby, table tennis, diving, so you can monitor what are the measurement and how you improve. The same concept. I call plan to check act cycle. You plan, you do it, you check the result and act upon it to come up with a further improvement into the future. So the point of this video or the talk is about developing a calm and quiet mind, or have a time to have a quiet time and calm time out of all the busy schedule, and to see how well we are balanced, how well we are connected to what we really want to do in our life in a daily basis, to review. And if it's bothersome and confused, that's another issue that we may have to stay in that, not rush into the conclusion, jump into the conclusion, but genuinely see what's going on outside, inside, reflect, find some insight coming out of the reflective time, and move on with the spirit and idea every day, every month, every 3-4 months, year, and on. You may say, we don't have time. There's so many things to do. There's all the good reason why we won't do it, or just busy and occupied in so many things. But if we do things wrong, no matter how busy we are, we may not get what we really want to do and get where we want to go. Bad habit repeating doesn't do good. Good habit and discipline tenaciously over time, I think that may develop some good habit, then developing that good habit can bring out interesting outcome and encourage us to move forward. Just a little story. When I started to work with a small company, when I moved from Japan to the US, I promoted the idea of mini companies. So one guy in a small company, he was a supervisor at the warehouse operation, and I stopped by one day and how things are going to check and chat. And as I stopped by, he had his annual report that I recommend him to write. And he kind of shared with me this story, which is when he is not under control, so many things going on and confused, he go back to his office, close the door, and open up his annual report, how his mini company is performing, what went right and wrong, why, what he did, and what he has learned, and what he's going to do, reflecting what the existing problems to achieve, because he is to write the mission of the mini company and all the stuff to go with it. So there's a summary, and that's what he said to me. He opened up that annual report and remember the progression is not necessarily smooth. It may go up and down, but he can remember because there's the evidence of what he has done. When I promoted the idea of the mini company annual report, I said it's like your resume. What you have done, how you have done it, how you can prove it, examples, maybe the picture of the before and after, and the comment, and the impact, how much saving, green and red, all the chart and so forth, whatever way you want to summarize, and celebrate with people. That's the essence of what he can show to others, bankers, suppliers, customers, your people, but have the confidence and develop the managerial skill to run his mini company. I think the same is true that we can do individually, and it's all start from creating the time to reflect and to summarize. It's a long story, but the basic message is the same and simple. The question is, can we do it? Do we think it's important to do it? It's all up to us what to do. I wish you a luck for your journey with having a calm and quiet time every now and then to come up with ideas, insight, to learn the lessons, and find the energy to move forward, doing your best. Thank you.